All right, welcome to episode number 12 of this series. This is for Saturday. I'm recording it on Friday, just because I just don't have time to do it this weekend. So I'm getting it out early. We are having another Rex run, which the last one was really fun. So hey, we'll see. I think I'm gonna end the series of three off with like a special fun run. Um, so yeah, the last one was a little bit disappointing. It's very short. I died pretty quick, but also I would have ran it back in any situation other than like this one where I'm already doing so many stuff like episodes today. So many stuff. I'm doing so many stuff today. Yep. Yeah, that's what I said. What? What? Problem? We're gonna play a character I like a lot more. I like Rex. He's very fun. He's very heart-poundingly stressful, but like he's fun. Yeah, and we're gonna hope to get some razor wire, some crit, some healing. Yeah, all the good. Maybe another and then we're gonna hope that our run doesn't get freaking stolen again like it did last time. Like that, we should have won that one, and then it just didn't happen because the game decided to, break itself. Seems to be a regular theme nowadays. That look, it's a great game, but like, it's kind of buggy, still. Which like is fine because that's kind of like part of the procedural generation sort of thing. Is that it's always gonna be a little bit buggy. But well, I've died in some dumb ways. Even, like, you guys have seen it. I've died in some ways that, like, I just didn't deserve to die in. I do particularly like Rex, just because of how his gameplay flow is. Like, he's very slow, yeah, but, like, the way his weapons all work together and the fact that his kit, like, synergized really well. Like, this is one of the first characters added to the game, like, in an early access update. I don't remember who was the first. I think Merc might have come before Acrid, but I don't remember if Merc was an early access update or, like, came out in like, the base beta. It could be either. I wouldn't be surprised. Wow, I'm already dealing, like, all sorts of damage, huh? Yeah, backup mags are really good on this guy because it just allows him to drop like 3 or 4 of those massive missiles down at once. Boom, 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 boom. And that's pretty cool. And you can get there's a point where you can get enough of them where you're able to just like spam them until your HP runs out, and that's always fun. Because like that move is just very, very enjoyable to throw out there. It does so much damage. It feels like a crime, man. I always feel so bad for, like, bosses when I pull up with Rex and hit them with, like, 7 or 8 super needles from God, and it's like, oh, well, you know. Hope you weren't planning on living, because Rex isn't either. Up there? That's like the worst possible place for you to be, miss. Better heal me, because I'm about to die. Oh, hello. There's a lot of stuff going on. If I die first floor, I'll reset. Which it certainly seems like I'm gonna, because it's getting stressful over here. Where? Oh, you? Okay, things are looking a little bit better. This is just the Rex gameplay loop. Die, get scared, die some more. He's definitely a very high risk, high reward character. And also, I need to, like, kill the boss, because, like, the ads aren't going to stop spawning. It's a very scary wave of golems. Also, why are you hiding? How did you get over there, even? Like, let's just... This entire situation you found yourself in. Let's talk about it. I'm real sick of your shit, Beetle Queen. Whoa! Hi, bud. I didn't know you were there. Please get away from me. Yeah, we're just gonna kill you. Yeah, this is not going well because the Beetle Queen just refuses to be near any of the other enemies, and so I can't, like, hurt her and also deal with the crowd control, because my crowd control and my boss damage are the same move. Okay, she's dead. We're done. Get me the hell out of here. George is back! Yes, George! We love George. I'm not dying like this again. I'm not. Oh, I almost died like that again. I hate that. I hate that there's enemies still around that can kill me while I'm teleporting. The funny things George says. Speak to me, George. Okay, I guess not. Never mind. I lied. I tried to have a sincere moment with my buddy, and he decided that no. No, in fact, we were just gonna not have a moment. You know, fuck you, George. I'm sick of trying to make you happy when you do nothing to make me happy. We're breaking up. Well, I'm not breaking up with George. I love him too much. It's a hard relationship that we have, but you know, he loves me and I love him. That one's going in Kenzie's quote list. Yeah, so my girlfriend's been recording a quote list of the things I say, because I say a lot of dumb things. I guarantee you that's going in there. I bet she wrote it down and then heard me go, that's going in the quote list, and went, God damn it, and then removed it from the quote list so I couldn't, like, make fun of putting it in the quote list in the future. I bet that's what happened. So, you know what, Kenzie? If that is what happened, then you just got big brained. I'm sorry about it. Love. I'm sorry. Sorry, but you just got big brained. So, yeah. Banter. Banter's still gonna be a lot harder in, like, the next upcoming episode, just because we're recording them back to back. So I guess I can talk about what I'm excited for finals week. I know, excited finals? What is this? But I'm actually, like, pretty excited for finals. Why, you might ask? Because they're gonna be fucking piss-ass easy. You know, I'm excited because, like, they're going to be enjoyable. Because one of them's a presentation, and I love talking. And then the next one's gonna be an open notes exam, which, oh my god, another George. Okay. I need you guys to, like, get off my back. So that's wonderful. 2 Georges. You know, you've never seen me happier in my life. I don't know how I'm gonna tell George 1 that there's another George in the household, but, like, we'll get there. And then, like, a monologue for acting class, which should just be alright, you know? It shouldn't be that bad. So I'm excited. Rip George. Oh no. It's gonna be an easy week. I'm gonna go home and just drive back up for finals, hopefully. I think that's the plan. Which gives me a whole lot of freedom. I'll probably just, like, drop Kenzie off at work and go do my finals and, like, grab stuff from my dorm over the course of the week so I don't have to bring it all in one trip. And then, like, come back home. And it'll be great. There's gonna be my grandfather's birthday party is probably happening as you're watching this. I'm probably fucking, you know, doing keggers with my... No, that's not what we're doing. We're probably gonna, like, go have lunch. I'm probably gonna be, like, eating a fairly high-class lunch. That's probably what's gonna be happening right now. So if you, So if you're also eating a high-class lunch right now, you know, hit me up. I don't know who else. I mean, Kenzie would also be eating a high-class lunch right now, so, you know. You know what? If you're part of the high-class Saturday lunch gang, let me know. Yeah, but I never in my life will I ever be doing keggers with my grandfather. That sounds like the most horrific thing to ever happen. Yeah. Yeah, it just sounds awful. You know? Sounds bad, is bad. Oh hey, harvest site. Not that that helps me all right now, but that's cool to have. Another big chest. Okay. Oh man, George is doing work over there. Get him, George. Get him, baby! Let's talk about how, like, the best supporting character in any game ever is Doc Lewis from Little Mac, man. Get him, baby! Let's get him, Mac! You know? Like, what a guy. Didn't he, like, have something to do with, like, enjoying chocolate? Like, wasn't that, like, part of his character? They're like, chocolate! Or, you know? Didn't he have, like, a lot of lines about there was, like, a donut? I don't remember. I just remember him having, like, some strange personality quirk that revolved around, like, some sort of, like, sweet food. And I guess I, like, you know, when I think sweet food, I think chocolate. I don't know. I might be, like, completely talking out of my ass, and that's fine. You know what? I'm okay with that if that's the case. I prefer to live in my world where Doc Lewis is, like, obsessed with chocolates. I mean, like, I mean, Coach from Left 4 Dead 2 is obsessed with soda. I remember that. Or cola. Cola! It wasn't soda, it was cola. Got the cola! I do remember that. 'Cause that's funny to me, but, God, I don't remember if it was... If Doc Lewis had, like, a strange thing for chocolate. I'm not gonna look it up either. I'm gonna live in my happy reality where that's the truth. What do you mean that's irresponsible? It's my YouTube channel. You can't tell me what to be right and or what I can and cannot be wrong and dumb about. I run this here joint, and I'll be as wrong and as stupid as I wish. Man, that was almost like instant karma, huh? That would have been hilarious. You know, I should probably, like, specify I do not endorse being as wrong and as stupid as you wish. That's... Because some people are really wrong and really stupid. So I feel like I make a formal disclaimer. Do not be as wrong and as stupid as you want to be, because most likely that is too wrong and too stupid. I mean, like, honestly, I'm not sure if I'm here for too wrong and too stupid. The Sonic movie trailer came out yesterday, and I don't have a whole lot to say about it. It looks good. Like, it genuinely looks like a fun movie, which I could not say about the original Sonic movie was fun, but, like, because it was bad. This movie, like, genuinely looks like it's gonna be fun. I mean, it has so much more actual, like, Sonic inspiration instead of it just being, like, strange alien movie, but with Sonic, you know? Tails is gonna be there, and Tails looks, like, good. Knuckles is gonna be in it, and he's, well, voiced by, like, Idris Elba, right? Which is very strange, because, like, Idris Elba's voice is way too sexy for Knuckles the Echidna. Like, when I heard that voice come out of that model, I was very confused and, like, kind of upset. You know? Like, I was like, no, Idris Elba, you can't make Knuckles sexy, stop. You know? Like, that character's not supposed to be like that. Stop it. There's so many ads today. I don't know if what's going on with that. I've been having, like, a lot of issues dealing with the ads. Not even, like, the bosses themselves, just, like, they're little fellas. Oh my god, and the bosses themselves. Give me healing? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just, let me consume you really quick. Yeah, it doesn't help that I'm also hurting myself constantly to kill him. Run away. Snag some health. Yeah. It's just, it's a very, like, I completely agree with the casting choice. Like, I'm not saying the casting choice was bad, because it wasn't. It was just straight up, like, amazing. But, like, I just did not expect Knuckles the Echidna to have that luxurious of a voice, you know? So that should grab all those guys, right? Yeah, and then you can just go flat and take all of their health. You know, he said, like, do you think I need your power? And it's like, oh! That's not what Knuckles sounds like, but I love it, you know? Like, in no universe does Knuckles ever sound like that. But, like, you know? In this universe, I'm okay with it. Because, like, in every other freaking timeline, Knuckles sounds like a himbo jock, because that's what he is. And this one, he sounds like a straight up freaking, like a fantasy villain, man. And I'm all for it. Like the cool kind of fantasy villain where they're like, you know, like interesting, intriguing. Not like the like magical wizard who's gonna like blow up the planet fantasy villain. You know, they're you gotta admit though, there's two kinds of fantasy villains. There's like blow up the planet, and there's like interesting character with like genuine reasons for being the way he is, and there's no in between. I mean, he's either gonna blow up the planet or he's gonna like explain to you his very interesting and like sensical but still like strange and probably not great worldview. You know, and you're gonna want to love him, but you can't because he's evil. You know, like that sort of character. That's the kind of guy I'm talking about. I'm sure that makes sense. Like, not a fantasy villain, but like Thanos in the Marvel movies. Not Thanos in the comics. Thanos in the comics was not nearly as like understandable and like agreeable as movie Thanos, you know? Sorry, I'm eating Cheetos because I'm a professional. Professionally hungry. But where like he's doing something extremely evil, but like his worldview is like it doesn't make any sense, but like there's enough rationality in it where, and he has like enough charisma where you almost want him to win. And he believes in himself enough where you almost want him to win. I mean, like, erasing half of the universe so that the other half can prosper just doesn't make sense, like, from a realistic standpoint, right? Because, like, the world doesn't just, like, continue after that. Because it's randomly erasing half of humanity, and currently the system we got going does not account for, like, half of society to get erased at random. Well, especially because, like, it's not just taking, like, people of lesser value, right? Like, this is equally, like, the wealthy and intelligent elite and, like, some guy who, you know, lives in a cave somewhere. You know? Like, we're not talking about, like, equal parts. Like, we're not talking about, like, 50% of everybody from each gender, from each job, from each walk of life, you know? It's just a random 50% cut. Which means, like, entire countries are probably getting erased, right? Like, Finland isn't going to exist anymore. Like, it already doesn't. By technicality. Like, now, like, there's a genuine possibility that, like, entire countries just cease to exist. And also because, like, you know, just how that randomness would work. Like, a lot of the people that are, like, necessary for, like, keeping our, like, architecture and stuff in line they aren't like entire careers and stuff that are very important to us in the modern day could just disappear, you know. And I feel like that's something that people who are like Thanos was right, like we should just cut the human population in half, like, you know, are just wrong. Like, it just, because especially if you're just gonna do it at random, like you weren't helping anybody. You're just like you're dooming humanity to not exist anymore. And especially because it's a universal scale, we also don't know what the man to woman ratio is going to be after that, right? Because then say it's gonna remove like 50% of the men and 50% of the women. It's just removing 50% of the people. So like, what does that mean for human repopulation, right? You know, what does that mean for anyone, like anyone fucking unlucky enough to live in like the country that like now they're the only person there because everyone else failed their coin flip? Are you doing it on a planet by planet basis, or are there just going to be some planets that have everybody left and some planets that have nobody left? And I'm like, because on a universal scale, that's like a lot of people. You know, there's just like a lot of things that don't make sense because of the fact that like Thanos doesn't explain it, and there isn't any explaining to be done. It's just like it's like Thanos would just end the world. Like it wouldn't. The world would never recover unless everybody got brought back. And like, you know, I find it funny that like, you know, the universe that we saw in Infinity War, like, you know, half of the heroes died, right? Because that's not. Oh, that's probably not what would happen. More likely than not, like, almost all of them would die because they're just like a very small part of the population, right? So I don't know. Also, why didn't Thanos just like remove all of them and so that they couldn't kill him? I don't know. It made a lot more sense. Like I love the rationale and like how charismatic movie Thanos is, but OG Thanos's motivations make a lot more sense given his actions. If you don't know, comic Thanos, the reason he wants to get the Infinity Gauntlet and rule half the universe is because he's in love with death. Like, not like the concept, but like a woman who is also death. And he wants to, like, you know, marry her or whatever, and she's like, well, I don't like you. You know, you're kind of a bitch. Here's what, though. If you can impress me, we'll fuck. And so Thanos like, oh, yeah. You know, absolute. And so, he gets... Because, like, this is the only... Like, Thanos has had plenty of kids, but, like, he's never really loved any of his mistresses. He just kind of, like, you know, he tries but fails because he's a sociopath. And so, like, to impress Death, he just, like, erases half of the universe from existence. And she's like, you dumb fuck. And you know how much work this is for me? Why did you do this? You know, as any real, like, as anyone would do if, like, literally half of the universe died and their job was to, like, manage the sun, like, you know, infinity people that just died. You dumb motherfucker, why did you kill half the universe? He's like, to impress you, my love, my queen! You know, and she ain't having any of that. You know, but at this point, like, he's doubled down way too hard. And it's even funnier when you realize that, like, not Deadpool, Thanos is a cuck in the comics. Because you wanna know who is regularly having sex with Death? Deadpool. Deadpool and Death, like, regularly have sex. Like, it's canon. Which is just so funny. Because Thanos kills half of the universe to get laid, and then, like, she says no, and then Deadpool shows up and is like, hey, I can't die, how's it going? And she's like, oh, you know, I found the one. And they're not even, like, in a relationship. They just, like, have casual sex. Because, you know, it's Deadpool. He doesn't care what he's putting his dick in, as long as he's putting his dick in it. You know? That's why I think, that's one thing that Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool got right. Is that, like, of how, like, ridiculously horny Deadpool is all the time. Because he just is. Like, it's not... No, you can't argue it. He just, he is. He's just, like, that's, like, a staple of his characters. How, like, insanely horny he is. And so that was, you know... Yeah, so just whenever you think, like, Thanos was cool, like... Not only was he not cool, but also he's a cuck. So, you can make fun of him. So if you're not actively getting cheated on right now, you got something over Thanos. And also, if you didn't, like, kill half of the universe to simp over some girl who rejected you anyway, like, you got something over Thanos. In fact, you probably have a lot more over Thanos than just that. But, you know. We'll just stick to the big one. That's the Thanos is a big-ass cuck. Haha. Poor guy. Oh, wow, that's just a thing you can do? Oh. Well, I'm gonna, like, heal for a bit, I think. My healing's so slow, I lied. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. There's a lot of fellas. Heal me? Oh, that's so big. Yeah, the fact that I got that on one of the wisps, so it's gonna float in the air there, nice. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. What other Marvel characters are, like, pretty silly? I mean, like, I thought it was kind of strange that Captain America, like, went back in time at the end of Endgame, or apparently did. I still haven't watched Endgame, I'll be honest. I watched all the other Marvel movies religiously, and then just never watched Endgame. And I still really can't tell you why, other than just, like, I know my expectations for it are gonna be too big, and I don't want to have them ruined. And so, like, in sake of that, I just, like, I've refused to watch it. I need, like, health bad. I need health, like, real bad. Okay, one of the worms is dead, which is big, but also, like... Oh, I'm at full health. Never mind. We're good. I'm not at full health anymore. Ah, drop the plant. Give me the plant! Ah! Okay, that was a really good launch. Also, getting the worms pinned on the plant is, like, so big. So huge. Snipe. Nice. You aren't part of the plant. It's fine. Oh, I got hit by a rock. That better not, like, take me down to 1 health. That's still not a lot of health. I'm gonna heal up these guys. Unless they kill me, which would be really upsetting. Yeah, get fricked. Die. Are you for real? I definitely just got, like, some really lucky teddy bear procs that stopped me from dying. I died anyway. I don't know what I got sent up there, and then the jump pad didn't work correctly, so I fell back down and died. Oh well. Alright. Well, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.